Hey, you too. I'm on my way to check out a 1967 Galaxie 500. It's been offered to me. It's for sale. I'm going to check it out. Wish me luck. Well, in case you didn't know, I got the car. Need some TLC. Driver's side outdoor mirror. Got some parts from my buddy. Alternator, distributor, coil, cap, valve cover gaskets, a 4-barrel carburetor, Ford Motorcraft, another exhaust manifold. Hi, Shelby. About to put some old used tires on it that hold air. Matching set because they're all different. And these are off a T-Bird, but they share the same bolt pattern. Okay, I'm working on my 67 Galaxie right now. It's evening time. It's pushing 9 o'clock. It's nice and cool. Compared to 110 or 11 heat index, it's probably only about maybe 90 at night right now. But anyways, continue on with tire swaps. Getting rid of the trailer tires that are on it temporarily. And only held by 2 lug nuts, so I bought some new lug nuts. Kind of got a good deal on some wheels for it temporarily with some used tires, old tires. But a good buddy of mine hooked me up, named Robert, and he's got a 64 T-Bird that I work on. It's convertible, and these were his spares for his other T-Bird, a 66 hardtop named Stella. So I appreciate it, Robert, and we're working the deal, no cash, just a little bit of work, until I work these wheels and other things that he gave me: distributor, carburetor, valve cover gaskets, distributor cap and rotor, a bunch of stuff that I need, man, because this car's missing all that. Also bought a ground cable too. So continuing on. You notice I'm slightly over round. I'm close to 300 pounds there. I'm happy to say that I've lost over 50 pounds now. Diabetes and high cholesterol and all that's just time to start taking care of myself.
Do not put yourself in between them, okay? You ready? All right. It's okay, it's okay.
Happy to say the Galaxie, the Cougar, and the Wall all survived. Not a scratch. Hello, everybody. Got good news, man. I'm finally starting to work on a 66 Ford or 67 Ford Galaxie. I got a really good deal on, and started working on the original 390. And unfortunately, it's exhaust manifolds, bolts all broke in the heads and stuff, and kind of took the wind out of my sails. So, anyways, my best friend and my other best friend hooked me up, man. I didn't ask why or how or what, all the details, but they turned me on to this 390 over here. That's in much better condition. It's a 4-barrel truck engine. So I'm going to start transferring all the stuff over. And whatever that I have here that I could use, I'm going to put it onto the newer engine. And we're going to start taking the hood off, which I already took one of the bolts off, and separate the trans, drop the trans, and pull the engine out. I'm very excited. If you haven't seen it, pretty much going to be a Patina car. I'm not going to do too much to the body. There's some rust in the floors, of course. The rear floor is pretty much gone. The trunk pan needs a lot of work. It's pretty much gone too. But overall, the body's very minimal rust. This is a vinyl top car, of course, so expect rust in those areas. But overall, not too bad. I think I could save it. So I've already loosened the bolts to the hood. I'm just waiting on my buddy to help me. But for right now, while I'm waiting, I've already installed the exhaust manifold. And this would be the driver's side, I believe. Yes. And from what I hear, these are very expensive. The driver's side are very expensive. So they're like $200, I guess, roughly, less or more on eBay. And I got this from my other good buddy that I work on his T-Bird on. And I did a deal with him. Worked on his T-Bird, helped him get his top up and down. And he turned me on to a bunch of parts that I could use. So I'm very appreciative. It looks like it's about ready to be separated from the transmission. I got my dear friends, man. Thank you so much, you guys, for helping me out and helping me get this engine in here, because I couldn't have done it by myself the way I feel. But this is what is going on so far.
Hey! Okay, did they separate? No, the transmission moved. Okay. All right, let me take the whole thing out.
Yeah, let's take it all
The
out.
bolts aren't in the transmission. Right?
Yeah, I don't think
I can go under there and I can wiggle the transmission.
Okay.
You want to wiggle it, and I'll take that screwdriver and
Now, these two pulled the engine out without me because I was on standby and was called out. And I really missed this part here, but I'm glad I did because it looked like they struggled to get it separated from the transmission. But they got it, man.
brake lines may be an issue. Watch out, though.
No,
She's right behind.
she's good.
You can step on that. Your line.
So brake lines,
Brake lines, if they
transmission lines.
on the kit.
Yeah.
Transmission lines are nothing because all we got to do is run through a cooler.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Transmission lines, we just run lines to a cooler. And so it doesn't even have to be stock or anything. It can be just, and they're sitting right here.
Yeah.
Right there. And so transmission lines are already run. The fuel lines and brake lines. Fuel lines can be easy because there's no return.
Yeah.
You could even run.
This isn't his, is it?
No, that's mine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a split. That's
Yeah.
for like a stud.
Ah.
No. That's what I use to put the lug nuts in this because they're all stripped and bent. So
Yeah.
I need to replace all the lug nuts. They're broke. Some broke too. All right, here's another night of getting after it on the 67 Galaxie 500 that I named Goldie, as in Goldie Hawn. And I imagine 1967 Goldie Hawn was pretty nice looking. And if you see Goldie Hawn now, she's not very nice looking, unfortunately. Kind of like this car. One time was a very nice looking car, and today it's not. But all joking aside, she's still a pretty lady, I'm sorry. But here's the engine, 390 out of a truck, 1975 390 with a 4-barrel intake. Kind of just painted it black. Some of the progress. You transfer a lot of stuff over. This is a truck manifold. We're not sure if that's going to work. I do have a car manifold, but I'm afraid to break the bolts off. I don't want to tempt fate by doing that. It's another truck manifold, but this side should work better. It's almost identical to the car manifold as far as what direction the pipe is gonna go. Just paint it a black, man. Paint it over everything. Just make it uniform. This is the old engine, the original engine. So it's somebody I painted silver or barbecue pit chrome at one time. Water pump's locked up. Change this over from the truck air filter adapter to the car. So this is a truck adapter that was on this. There's the car. The original one's my car. But this is what we have so far. I did shoot some rust converter on it. Pretty much looks the same. It's supposed to be darkened, but I painted the firewall black, so I'm going to continue on with the fender wells black. You know, hood springs and all that black, just to cover it up. Cleaned up the cross member somewhat there, but coming along slowly. But we're making progress. Definitely making progress. And that's the update that I have for you tonight. Hey, everybody. I'm about ready to put that 390 in. Got to put on the flex plate and a few other things, but clean it up just a little. Not made it perfect or anything. Painted the engine up a little bit. It's not perfect. Just like the car, just like me, not perfect. Got to chase all the flex plate bolt holes and the bolts so I can Loctite them. Okay.
And then go forward somewhere.
All right.
Let me see how far I gotta go for the engine mounts. Okay, that's what it is. I'm hitting the transmission belt, the hoses. Can you?
Okay.
You didn't watch that?
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, I got it. Well, I'm about to soda blast or try to soda blast these valve covers and various brackets for the Fairlane Goldie. Wish me luck. I have to say, it works pretty well. It knocked all that old silver barbecue paint off of it, and I'd say that's a pretty decent painting surface. Not too bad. Decided to try this wrinkle finish paint, and I have to say I really like the way it turned out. Well, with help from my friends, the engine is in. I'm about to release the tension off of the engine hoist. Transmission's in. Continue on working. Okay, so quick update. Drive shaft is in, courtesy of John, my buddy. New straps, new U-joint. Trans mount is in, new bolts, new modulator, shifting modulator for the transmission. Brand new starter. Let's see that up there. Cable. Trans lines were cleared and rinsed out. The cooling lines. The shifter column, shifter bolt linkage on the other side is on. Looking like everything is there, ready to go. Okay, I'm here this morning with my Galaxie, 67 Galaxie 500 named Goldie. And today I'm gonna try to get it to crank over. Just crank over so I could set the number one piston top dead center, mark the balancer to top dead center, and I started off with putting the ground from the body to the engine block just temporarily so I could turn it by key, hopefully. If not, I'll just jump it over from the solenoid with a dummy switch. But eventually I'm gonna have to do this, make sure that I got power to the inside. Usually if you don't put this on from the body to the block or ground, you won't have any accessories or any power to the inside of the passenger compartment or the inside. I got a brand new battery. Okay. Put the positive on. I'll put it on too tight just in case. Alrighty, here goes nothing. Touch it. So nothing burns up on us. Okay. Just gotta tighten it up. Look for any signs of smoke or anything like that. Anything inside. Any signs of life. Alright. Well, I managed to hook the battery up. Use my dummy switch to... As I'm looking, my harmonic balancer is pulley is warped. So I'll be having to replace that, but it cranks. Oh, it doesn't crank over, but it does crank. There's no power to the inside of the car. I've already checked my ground, so I got to look under. Pretty much every switch is seized in the dash. Unfortunately, there's no power on the inside. The key switch is also stuck. I believe I have the original key, but it's just something I'm gonna have to work out. I think I have a new ignition with a key and all that, all the stuff for the door. And I'll be ordering a new harmonic balancer. But right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find top dead center, try to set my distributor in. It's a HEI system. I'm gonna wire it for just bypass all the old stuff. I'm just gonna wire it myself. I pull the plug. Pretty much what I'm gonna do is hit this dummy switch until I get compression pushing out of that spark plug hole. And when these two valves are both closed, we're on our compression stroke. So as you can see, this exhaust, this is intake, and draws in air, pushes air out. When they're both closed, that's when it's going to be either on the downstroke or the upstroke, and we want that upstroke, which is a compression. So here, right now, it's sucking my finger down. Just pushed it out. Just pushed it out right there. Down. Hard to tell, but it's got compression, but it's hard to do this one-handedly. Okay, I managed to crank it to push a bunch of air out. So you can see it's a top dead center. Both valves are closed. You can be 180 off and have that piston all the way down, and both valves be closed too. So be careful. Here's a harmonic balancer and the mark. Managed to get it kind of closed, so I'm gonna have to use the ratchet to spin the motor back, get it where it needs to be, so I can have it in top dead center for real. I will be buying a new harmonic balancer. This one's done. So I've got the HEI distributor for the Ford FE engine, and there's no markings for number one, so I'm going to make my own number one. Now I'm just going to put it right here, mark right here. Next to the vacuum canister. That'll be my number one. Now I'll go from there. I believe it's counterclockwise. The fine order is on the intake, so I'll be following that counterclockwise. So that'll help me set my own number one, make sure that's not 180 off, and I'm going to start there, and when it's ready, it should start right up. Well, it's hard to film and do this at the same time, but I managed to align my own mark. This is going to be number one. What I did was set the distributor in the hole, kind of notched this counterclockwise until it fell in just a little bit, and it was sticking out. So after it was sticking out, I went ahead and clicked this until it dropped in on its own. With a little bit of help, it fell right in where I needed it to be. So right now I'm at a TDC, if you can see that. Piston is up. Valves are closed, so it's ready to fire on the number one cylinder at top dead center. Now to connectorize or splice this main power wire that feeds the inside, looked up the schematics, and yellow-black is the one that feeds the inside. To put an eyelet on it. It's supposed to be on this side of the solenoid. When I saw what was sticking out was black and white. I could barely see it. So I was kind of confused, but cutting back on the vinyl tape, it's definitely yellow black. Okay, I hooked the interior power onto the solenoid. Try to extend the cable a little bit. Set this on here on the positive side. And also mess with the body ground, which is on the firewall. Cleaned it up a little bit. And we're gonna look in here. Everything's pretty much froze. I put some oil, penetrating oil on the switches and stuff. Everything is locked up. But I don't have the key. It's not the right key for the ignition tumbler. But I guess I have to have the switch turned over to accessories because I have nothing. Oh, all right. The first sign of life. So we have a ground. We've got power in here. There's a little fuse box right there. So I gotta go through all that, but I definitely don't want to burn anything down. But first sign of life. I don't know if it's actually been parked since '75, but Texas has two plates, one in the front, one in the back. The back is missing, but the front says 1975. So, all right, I'm gonna have to work on the getting a new tumbler in, ignition tumbler, with the new key and everything that I ordered, and it came in today to get power inside. But I don't need that to start it, so I can just hotwire the coil and kick it over my dummy switch. We got a carburetor put on, and it might just start. All right, John Childress, thank you, man. You hooked me up. It doesn't have no oil,
Right.
but it's cranking.
I know, right?
Just a quick update. Distributor's wired up. That's the tack wire. I don't have a tack. Crimped it to the positive terminal. Hooked up the oil pressure switch. The temperature switch harness is brittle and it broke. A wire I have to rebuild it. Find an NOS, which somebody bought the one I was looking at on eBay. So whoever got it, congratulations. But no problem. That's cool, man. Let's see here. I'm changing spark plugs. I need some hose, 3/8 hose, hydraulic hose. I also need some fuel line. And spark plug wires put on. I believe that's everything I need to start this thing. I just added 5 quarts of oil. Brand new oil filter, and I added some transmission fluid, which is the reason why I need to cap these off. I'm going to put a cooler in there that my best friend gave me, a transmission cooler. That way when I start it won't shoot out all the transmission fluid I just put in it. And this will just be a quick start, just to see if how it runs and if it runs. Have my wife helping me organize the wiring, putting some anti-seize or some type of lubricant for these boots here, and we're just sorting them out. I just put the plugs in. Might have a smoker here.
Here, this is a short one.
Okay.
You want me to put it
These
in?
don't look good.
You want me to put them in?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, it's about sunset, and I'm about to give it a shot. See if this thing will start. I have to put some fuel down the carburetor, starter fluid, something like that, and I'm going to tell my buddy John to come out and help me out. Now, we got the car around midsummer when the temperature was very, very hot. And now here we are in late November. It's starting to get colder as the sun goes down. But we're out there working on it. Almost time. Almost time. If you notice, I'm looking around. I'm actually using my flashlight to find, of all things, a 10mm socket. I swear that I had lost earlier. I thought it would never happen to me, but it finally did.
Do you have a fire extinguisher just in case? I got one on the side if you need it. You mean, what's that? Okay. I got it. May squirt a couple of squirts. Alright? Ready? Alright? Alright? Okay? What's that? Oh, even after you turn the key? Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, Rand, it's blowing flames up. When you turn on the light.
I decided to add this little clip here.
Did anything?
Just a little glimpse of life and what's to come. Kind of like Christine.
There it goes.
We did it. Once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.